Okay, guys, let's take a look at the markets here this morning. So let's go over and look at the entire session yesterday. And then I want to go over the indicator and the strategy that members are getting on the members download page, the zone reversal traders. So yesterday, we had some buy zones. Let's look at the entire session so you get a big scope and feel of how these reversal zones work. So you can tell yesterday at midnight and on, we had a couple buys in the buy zone. One at 5:30 in the morning, and then 8:45 in the morning, and then we had one at 10:30 in the morning. Then they had a reversal at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This is the one that I typed in the room that we're coming into a buy reversal, heads up. And then we had another one at 3:21, and then we had one after the market opened back up at 6 o'clock and had a big rally from 08 up to 21 over 12 S&P potential points. So we had some nice buy zones all the way up. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 entries yesterday in the entire session. That's what's nice about these buy zones. They give you an opportunity to be patient, waiting for a retracement with trend. Now we always go with trend, so you can see trend was up. Our 30-year back tested trend was up. So we want to come into the zone and then get a reversal into this buy zone. You can see yet the day before that, we had a beautiful buy zone that came down to at 130 that rallied the market hard. And then we got a shallow liquidity grab that happened right at my buy zone also. So these are two major inflection points that launched the market again. So you can see how effective these buy zones are on looking for retracements. We're trying to wait for the counter trend traders to come in, looking for that liquidity grab pullback where the smart money's buying liquidity. And these are liquidity zones. So we're buying liquidity zones when the counters are getting pushed in the opposite direction. All right, so several buy zones. This week has been really nice about the pulling back into these zones. You can see that we stepped up, buy zone, buy zone. There's actually this one too. You can see what the smart money likes to do. They like to pull it back into these zones. Buy zone, buy zone, buy zone, buy zone, buy zone, buy zone. Yesterday, buy zone, buy zone, buy zone, buy zone. So that's what we'd like to do. Now, what we're releasing to you is there's an automated strategy that I have built for these zones, and also an indicator that has an alert system to it. So what the indicator will do, this just caught this nice one the other day. You're going to get the yellow trigger candle that's going to fire for you in a yellow candle. So this is a deep zone trade. This actually, the strategy caught this long here also at 62.5. This is the indicator. What the indicator will do, it will, whatever zone that you put in, which I have the pre-built deep zones and shallow zones built in for you already. Gerald has those and he's programming this right now for you. So this will fire off. You'll get a yellow trigger reversal candle and there's an alarm on it. So your speaker will go off when it's a yellow candle, reversal candle fires off. So, and you'll have an arrow below it that'll fire off also. So this is the indicator. So the indicator will show you an arrow and it'll have an alarm. This is my deepest liquidity grab that I like to use on the strategy. You can see that when it comes up, we're looking for a deep liquidity grab. Let's get this down. So I'm looking for a deep pullback in the market. I'm looking for a deep pullback in the market, and it caught that low, the strategy, and it held it all the way to the close because I have a trailing stop loss into the strategy also. So there's a trailing stop loss. I'll show you what it looks like on a smaller Renko size. Let's look at yesterday's live action. So this is a shallow liquidity grab. So this is a zone reversal strategy with the trailing stop. So you'll get let's say you want to use our normal our normal zone that we like to use, and don't look for deep zones, but this is just our normal zone. This is yesterday. So I had it trading yesterday. Let's go to real time strategy performance, real time. So on 4 contracts. So obviously past performance is not indicative of future results. We all know that. But this just shows you the fills we're getting here. Yesterday had a loss here. I'll show you how I programmed the loss. Small drawdown with some nice ticks on these 2 liquidity grab trades. So what you can do is, this is our normal zone that we like to use. It got down to our zone. The indicator gave a yellow candle reversal with a arrow with an audible alert here, here, and here. Now the loss came in right here at this level, because what I did is I used the trailing stop loss. This is a trailing stop loss in it. And I use the trailing stop loss as my stop. So I have a 20 tick first target on this strategy, 20 tick first target with a 1,000 tick second target. And then I got a trailing stop loss in it. So I'll show you how to do that also. This is a 2 contract trader with a 1,000 tick second target, first target, 20 ticks, and it's on a 1-135. 1-135. Okay, so the strategy has a trailing stop loss built in to let the runner run on these liquidity grabs. So you don't have to have a hard stop in there. You can use, so if it touches or closes, it touches this, not a closing basis, but if it touches your trailing stop loss on a tick by tick basis, it's going to get you out at the trailing stop loss like it did here. You can see the fill. It's not filling you at the close of the candle. It hit the trailing stop loss and got you a small stop right there. These never came close to the trailing stop loss. Worked out well. And these trades right there never came close. And then it finally got stopped out on that deep liquidity grab here. So this comes with the indicator and the strategy. The indicator and the strategy. You can run the indicator by itself. You can run the strategy by itself. The idea is to look for the zones, for reversals. That's what it's stalking. It will only take trend trades. It will not take any counter trend trades against my 30-year back tested zone. So in other words, on this chart, it'd only be buying. We're green all the way up. These are all buys. It won't take one sell. So in the last 3 trading sessions, this strategy had no sells at all. It only had buy pullbacks, and that's it. Now, I will show you the deep liquidity grab. This is the deepest one that I like to use. These are pretty awesome because what it does, it looks for the deepest pullback in the market that has the deepest liquidity grab potential. This was it just a few days ago. And it'll let you know when you're at the deepest point of the market on a potential reversal. I have these settings out to you members. You don't have to guess what settings to put in. This is the deepest one I like to use. It only comes up a few times a week. Sometimes the news will come up 3 times a week or so. But what we're doing, let me go 30 days back on this. I'm going to do a market replay Monday on this. Monday at 8:15. Gerald, are you able to record this Monday at 8:15? Are you able to record this Monday on the market replay at 8:15? Let me see if you can record it on Monday. You'll be okay. How about Tuesday? Tuesday, will you be able to record it at 8:15? So Tuesday at 8:15, and Gerald will send out a notice on this to everybody. So Tuesday at 8:15, we'll do a market replay the last 30 days on this, just so you can get a feel for this deep liquidity grab. So we'll do that next Tuesday at 8:15 in the morning, so you can get a feel for, as he's wrapping this up, we'll get a feel for the liquidity grab and how this works as far as these reversal zones and how the strategy and indicator works. But just remember, the indicator has It's very simple. If you come into this deep zone, you're going to get an audible alert. The candle's going to turn yellow. You're going to get an arrow. So it's got to come into the deep zone. Now, these deep zones, they don't come up very often. This is my deepest zone. But when they come up, we're looking for a big run. You know, here's another one. Came up 67 3/4 down to 41. This is my deepest zone that I look for in the market. So when they come down, you're looking for these reversal zones to possible get a good run. This is my deepest zone that I use. And we'll do a market replay on, let's get this down. We're looking for big potential runs. This is another big one it caught. We're looking for big potential possible runs off of the market in this deep zone reversal. So we're looking for deep. This is at my deepest zone. And then I'll show you how to do shallow zones also. So we'll do shallow zones and deep zones on possible reversals when this comes up as far as that goes. So we'll run that Tuesday, and then we'll run this one also. That's deep zones, and then we'll run the shallow or normal shallow zones. We'll run that also to let you compare on both ones. Now, these are customizable. So if you want to go deeper zone trading and not get as many reversals, you can do that. And if you want shallow zone trading, you can do that also. Okay? So it comes with an indicator and then also a strategy. All right, next Tuesday at 8:15, we will run that, and members will put this on the members download page.